Am I quiet? Let's see what I can do about that. Ooh, I bet Windows took over. Hold on. Hold please.
If I'm too loud, just let me know and I can try to turn myself
I don't
down.
think it's you, I'm telling you. Yeah. Okay, how's that? Is that twice as loud as it was before?
You do seem louder to me, at least.
Is that better? All right, Windows likes to take over my recording device and just like do what it feels like it should do. Does that sound better? Yes! Perfect.
Yeah.
You're perfect.
Yeah.
You're perfect. So, we have a very important show today. I'm kidding. I am obviously joking. If you see a cursor go over Chiib's face occasionally, I apologize. I have our notes over her face. So
you should just put the cursor right next to my nose, like it's picking it.
There it is. And get up in that. Sorry, I'm done.
Oh.
But I have lots of notes for our show today. For those of you who are new to the podcast, Derpcast is a monthly podcast. Chiib and I used to do this Let's Play, and we had this really big issue with not actually accomplishing anything in the game and just talking about things that were unrelated to the game. So we decided to do what our hearts always wanted to do along, which was make a podcast. We talk about pretty much everything that mattered to us in the past month, like games, movies, TVs, current events without getting overly political, our day-to-day lives, pretty much anything that happened in the past month is game. We also take questions from viewers ahead of time on Twitter using hashtag DerpcastQNA. And we also do like Would You Rathers, because that was like a big part of Derpcraft when it was still a thing. It usually goes about an hour or so sit back, relax, have a tasty beverage, and if this goes well, we would like to consider doing it more often or maybe bringing guests on. This is only our second episode, though, so we're real newbie right now.
Yeah, we're noobs.
So, I have some general topics. Me and Chiib do notes beforehand, and we have some general topics written down. And the first one on our list is Valentine's Day.
Oh.
You doing anything special for Valentine's Day?
Joel actually doesn't believe in Valentine's Day. Can you believe that?
How do you not believe in I get not believing in the Easter Bunny or not believing in Santa Claus, or you know what? Like, I even can understand people who don't believe in like celebrating Halloween, but what the heck? How do you not celebrate Valentine's Day?
He thinks that it's just one of those holidays that businesses take advantage of people to make more money. So we don't really do stuff for Valentine's Day. I don't know. Maybe he'll surprise me this year.
Come on. You just got to go out to eat and get some good foods. That's all that Valentine's Day is really about.
Is eating delicious food.
Yeah, Nick and I have reservations to my favorite restaurant, and we're going to eat. And I'm really excited.
What's your favorite restaurant, Boo?
It's called Lento. If you're in like Rochester, New York area, it's a very it sort of reminds me of like the type of restaurant that an artsy crowd of people would like, because everything is farm to table. So when you're reading the menu, you can find out where your cheese was made and where the vegetables were picked and where the animals were slaughtered for my meat. But I think it's really cool, and they have like their menu constantly changes. Like every time you go in there, they have different stuff on the menu, so it's not like you get the same thing every time. And sometimes they have like exotic things like rabbit, pheasant, and venison, and depending on what's in season. I just think it's really fun, and my favorite part about it is I really like oysters, which I know is like one of those things that you either love them or you hate them. I've actually
never tried them.
I feel like you wouldn't try them, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're one of the people, you don't like texture things, right?
I love all food.
Maybe you would
I have
like
not
oysters.
found a food I haven't liked.
Okay, well, they can either be served fried or raw. I like them raw, and they're kind of like slimy. I don't know. I guess they can't really. They're not appetizing looking, but I feel like oysters are like, I don't know. They're really good. They're really like.
Aren't they supposed to be like an aphrodisiac or whatever?
They make you horny. I don't think they make me horny. I just like them. And so this Lento restaurant has a fresh oyster bar, and they have like a menu they give you that tells you where the oysters come from. And there's like you pick them based on where they were harvested, I
where
guess,
they lived.
where they lived their oyster lives before getting eaten. So that's my
awesome.
Valentine's Day plan. I really want to go to this painting class, but I don't think Nick will do it because he's not artistic. We'll see.
What?
He's like,
It'll be fun.
That's what I keep saying. And he's like, no, mine will look like I'm 5 and yours will look like you're a 5-star artist.
Well, Boo, I have to say, your paintings are pretty amazing.
Amazing.
I think anybody would be a little intimidated.
Oh my God. Don't listen to her, guys. Don't listen to her. So what about the Super Sports Ball?
Super Sports Ball?
Yeah, the Super Bowl's this weekend. Do you care?
Oh, no. I used to be really into football and when my dad was alive, and then when he passed away, I just kind of I don't know. It just always reminds me of him, so I don't really ever watch football or anything anymore. What about you, Boo?
I have people coming over for the Super Sports Bowl, but like I don't really care about the Super Sports Bowl. I just want to make delicious finger foods and drink beer.
Oh, you want to do all the crafty things?
Yeah, the crafty beer things.
Are you gonna make? Are you gonna make that delicious bacon?
The corn chowder?
Thing.
No, I'm gonna make. They came over for New Year's, and I made homemade. Well, the hot dogs weren't homemade, but I found these little tiny baby hot dogs, and I made homemade soft pretzels, and I rolled the hot dogs in the homemade soft pretzel dough, and then with cheddar cheese, and then like pretzel salt on top. Gosh. They're pretty good.
Can you just move into my house?
And then I'm gonna make.
Sounds so delicious.
And then I'm gonna make buffalo chicken wing dip because that's like everybody's favorite thing. It's so good.
Girl, you're making me hungry.
I'm hungry right now. We're getting pizza for dinner. I think I'm gonna get a pizza. I don't know. Last time they came over, I made a huge veggie platter, and I think it was too much veggies. Like, if you can imagine that, I mean, it was like mounding. It was. I don't know how to cook for a normal amount of people. I only know how to cook for like dozens.
I would eat all them veggies. Like, I love veggies.
They did all get eaten. I mean, to be fair, we did eat them all, but like, I don't know, man. It was a lot of fiber. There was a lot of farts in this household. Okay, so.
Well, you can't help that.
So, Chiib doesn't care about the Super Sports Ball. I know that it's New England and the Panthers. So, I guess because of where I'm from, I'm supposed to be excited about New England. But then again, we went to a sports bar 2 weeks ago when it was the Patriots-Broncos game. No, it's not New England. It's the Broncos and the Panthers. Excuse me. I'm all. I don't follow sports ball. But we were at a bar and it was New England and the Broncos, and it was really funny because I was like, oh, so everybody's gonna be excited about New England, right? Because we're in New York. No, literally every time the Broncos did anything, everybody was like cheering because I guess everybody hates Peyton Manning. I don't know why. But the Super Sports Ball is Denver and the Panthers, and I think I'm excited for Denver because Peyton Manning, not Peyton Manning, because Peyton Manning. Everybody hates Tom Brady. I don't fucking follow football. I'm trying really hard here. I have notes written down. Names.
I don't fucking know. Okay, I'm trying here.
I'm trying. Moving on.
I'm trying to get into it, okay?
Listen, I tried. I did research. There's too many names. There's too many colors. It's called football. There's no feet involved. I don't know what's going on. How about that loot crate this month, Chiib?
Oh my gosh, are you kidding?
So
You're
excited.
Talking about the upcoming one,
Yeah, the one
right?
that's coming in February.
The Walking Dead and Deadpool. I'm just so flippin' excited. And aren't there supposed to be like 4 exclusive items in this box?
And there's
ridiculous.
There's a McFarlane Toys figure. Like, we know that's one of the items, and it's Walking Dead. So I'm super excited about that because those are expensive figures. Like, they're normally $15-$20 on their own. And then there's a T-shirt, and there's another figure. So I'm gonna assume the other figure is Deadpool, even though that's just a guess. I'm really excited though because those are 2 franchises I'm a big fan of, and they haven't announced anything else. They've just announced Walking Dead and Deadpool, so I'm pretty sure the whole crate is Walking Dead and Deadpool, and there's not like outer themes, which I'm really excited about. I'm gonna check the comments now to see all the people flipping out about football. Yep.
How could you not know?
Everybody's so upset about everything that I just said. I'm sorry. I'm really excited about the baby hot dogs that I'm making.
At least you know a little bit about it. I just don't care.
For the record, I would like everybody to know what was going on in my head was correct. What was coming out of my mouth was total bullshit. Believe me. Forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Complete and total bullshit.
I'm so sorry. So I'm super excited about this month's Loot Crate. I also can't wait to see what's in the other things too, because I get like Loot Pets and I get Level Up, and so I'm excited to get so much Walking Dead stuff in my life.
I am so jealous of your Level Up gear. That's something from Level Up, right?
That I'm wearing. It's actually in Nick's size. After this month, it's funny because I haven't put my Level Up video yet, but when people see it, they're gonna think I hate Nick. Because I'm pretty sure I say fuck Nick like 5 times in the video, because this was the Level Up that broke the camel's back. Like, I switched everything that comes in Loot Crate back to my size. The t-shirt, the Level Up t-shirt, the premium wearable, nothing for Nick, everything for Panzer.
Oh, for me.
Well, and he got this hoodie, and I was like, I can't deal. It's so cute. It's got little Space Invaders all over it.
Looks
and
really
then some of them,
comfortable.
it's like t-shirt material, and it's got a hood.
Oh my gosh, girl.
I know, I really like it. I really like it a lot. Okay, so I don't know if you've talked about this or if you've heard about this, but I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Have you ever seen the YouTube channel that does all the like teens react to and kids react to?
Oh my gosh, how they tried to trademark
React?
or did they actually?
I think they actually trademarked React, and then what everybody was really sincerely pissed about though was that they came out with this like sort of like an MCN, like a multi-channel network where you could make React videos in their format using their assets with guidance from their team. And then all of them would be part of this React world, and then they would be cross-promoted, but they would get a cut of any revenue that you made off of those videos. But, like, the term React is so broad that could so quickly go south. Like, the idea of it in theory isn't bad, right? But, like, in practice, that could be so heavily abused. And, like, the idea of reacting to something is not something that they invented.
Yeah,
so
you can't really trademark someone's reaction.
Right? So, like, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think, I mean, because they ended up redacting everything. Like, they've pulled their contract, they've pulled their trademark applications. They've released any claims, like copyright claims on videos that they had claimed. Like, they basically put copyright strikes on people's channels for, like, posting videos reacting. Yeah, so, like, it got so much more, like, connivey under the surface, and I would love to hear what you think about it.
Didn't they lose like millions of subscribers over that?
Yeah,
I think that they went under honestly,
they lost more subscribers than my channel will ever fucking have. Like,
don't say that, boo. You'll get your
listen, WoW is. You know what's terrible? All right, put a pin in your thoughts for a second. Do you know what's terrible? Is I keep really close track on my analytics, and last year I only netted like 25,000 subscribers, which is a lot lower than the year before and the year before that. And I was kind of like, well, what did I do? What did I do wrong? No, Danielle, WoW lost 5 million subscribers. Like, you still netted more subscribers than World of Warcraft. I love you, Blizzard Senpai. I love you. I love you. All right, Chiib, your thoughts on React?
I just think it's something that they shouldn't have even considered doing. Like, I think it's kind of, it was a little obnoxious of them to think that they could even go there and think that people wouldn't react negatively to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
Well,
I can't wrap my mind around it.
Well, what was so strange about it too is when they came out with the video, like announcing it, they're like, "Oh, this is so great for all of us," and like corporate America is like invading YouTube, and it's like you're doing something incredibly corporate right now. What are you talking about? Like, you're nuts. That's, I don't know. It was kind of an upsetting thing because they're one of the only channels that I watch regularly, and it feels like I still like their content, and I'm sure that their intentions were good, but it's also hard it seems very anti-small channel. And, like, in the grand scheme of things, I have a small YouTube channel. Like, my YouTube channel is not big in the world of YouTube. I think I'm, like, the 45th, 100th, the most subscribed person I know. Like, that's not a great, you know what I mean? Like, that's not, so it's, like, as someone who has a smaller YouTube channel, like, it's upsetting that they were, like, putting copyright straight. Like, that was the part that really bothered me, that when they were, like, announced, like, oh, we're releasing all of our copyright claims on other channels. Like, what? Like, how? Why did you even copyright claim any of? Why did you do that in the first place? Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. I don't know. I just think it was a poor move on them. Like they should have never even went there, and they definitely saw the outcome of it. Like people, did you unsubscribe or you still
Oh, I'm still
sub to them?
subscribed.
I was never subbed to them in the first place, so
I
didn't.
like feel like they're, like I said, they're one of the only channels that I consistently enjoy the content that they put out. I feel like a lot of channels, like, you subscribe, and I'm even guilty of it too. Like, I have like my primary content, and then I have like other side content that I upload. They're one of the only channels that really upload the same exact type of, like, every video they put out is of that format, so I know I'm gonna like it. So makes me want to do like Torrens react too.
And just see what happens.
Goblins react too.
Yes,
Gambling,
I love that idea.
Stealing,
we should do it.
Laundering. So anyways, I thought that was like a really crazy thing that was going on. Did you ever see Star Wars?
No, Boo, I haven't. Why? I don't leave my house.
Oh my god, leave your house and go see Star Wars for Valentine's Day.
Well, it's just the problem is that I live in kind of, I live in a small town in Kansas. So it's like the one movie theater that we have here is like absolute crap. So if Joel and I wanted to go see, like, actually enjoy a movie, we would have to drive like 45, 50 minutes away just to get to a decent movie theater. So I don't know. So, and then you have to find a babysitter. So it's just one of them things. I'm like, is it really worth it, or should I just wait until it comes out and I can rent it from home?
It's worth it. Just wait. It's worth it.
There's so many great movies coming out.
I know, and you're not going to see any of them. Like Deadpool, for instance. I'm super excited about Deadpool. Although I don't know, what is everybody's deal with like loving Ryan Reynolds lately?
What? Do you not like Ryan Reynolds?
I don't, like, love Ryan Reynolds. Like, I don't know. Like, girls on Twitter are all like, ooh, daddy. Like, no, ew.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call him daddy, but I think he's a very handsome man.
I mean, he's all right.
I know you're in chat, Joel. I'm just saying that.
He's all right. I don't know. He's so goofy.
Yeah, that's what I like about him. He's just so funny, and he doesn't take things seriously. Like, he's a funny guy, and he's also pretty handsome and very buff. So, I mean, I think it's those three things combined.
Oh, all right. I got you. Well, I guess I just didn't realize he had such a large fandom. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I guess I was surprised by seeing all these girls, like, talking about him on Twitter and, like, ooh, Ryan Reynolds kind of thing. I didn't know that was, like, a thing.
I know you don't like scary movies, but you should check out the movie Amityville Horror with him in it. Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna do that. I hate horror movies. Why would I watch Amityville Horror? It's got horror in the name.
Because it's really good for multiple reasons.
Like, what kind of reasons?
like how cut he is in that movie.
Oh.
He's cut diamonds with his chest.
Oh,
it's
my
ridiculous.
God. Oh my god. And now on to another segment of Chiib objectifies men in pop culture.
I'm just gonna stop now before Ryan Reynolds
okay, well, number one, you would like it if Ryan Reynolds hunted you down.
I would never do it. Like, no. I'm very happily married.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I get the whole celebrity crush thing. It's just that wouldn't be the guy. Like, that wouldn't be the dude.
Who would your dude be? The guy from... We were talking about this at the last St. Jude. What's his name? He's a singer from Maroon 5. You were all about...
Adam Levine's a good-looking guy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I think he might be kind of short, though. I'm not really sure. Like, I'm kind of a tall girl, so I feel like in my...
5'8".
Yeah, I'm like 5'8", and I'm pretty sure he's only like 5'10". And I feel like if I was going to pursue a celebrity crush, I would want to look up to them, literally. You know who's super good looking is the guy who is the werewolf in True Blood. He's in Magic Mike, too. Joe Magnianelli. Joe, very Italian last name. Someone in chat knows.
The werewolf vampire?
He wasn't a vampire. He was a werewolf.
No, I know who you're talking about. The really tall
LC
dude
was
with
his name.
the brown hair.
Yeah,
right?
and then Sookie was
Her
like,
shoulder.
"No, super handsome cut man. I want Vampire Bill." And you're like,
Why?
Sookie, you fucking idiot. Oh, Adam Levine is 6 foot. I take it back.
She takes back all previous statements.
Anyways,
Celebrity crush.
we got a little off topic here, but I'm definitely gonna go see Deadpool. Deadpool looks funny.
I want to see it. I might actually leave my cave
Oh my god!
to see that movie.
Sheesh.
I
I just
mean-
went and saw a funny movie the other day that was really good. It was.
What?
Did you see the previews for Daddy's Home with Mark Wahlberg and Will
I
Ferrell?
have.
Oh
Is
my
that-
god! It was so funny. I couldn't believe it got bad reviews because it was really, really funny.
It got bad reviews?
It got bad reviews and it was really funny. And there's like a cameo at the end that makes the movie, I'm not joking, like 10 times better. There's like a 30-second cameo at the end that just like makes the whole movie so much funnier.
that much better?
Yeah, really good, really funny. Definitely when that's on Netflix or whatever, you should watch it. It's very funny.
Oh, for sure.
It's like the perfect character for Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell plays like that nerdy, like wimpy type character so well.
Yeah.
So it was really, really funny. I'm also excited for Suicide Squad that's coming out.
Oh, yes, I want to see that as well.
Did you see the new trailer with Bohemian Rhapsody?
No, I haven't.
No, it wasn't Bohemian. Was it? Someone help me. What song was in the new... It was the Queen song. Was it Bohemian Rhapsody? No, I can't remember. But it looks so good. And I watched Arrow, and they kind of like... Did you watch Arrow at all?
No, I need to because I really got into
I don't know that you
Flash,
need to.
but I never
It's
really
got one
into
of those... You know how some shows have like a very annoying female character that won't go away?
Oh my god, yes.
Arrow has one of those.
Okay.
Arrow, and what's even worse is there are awesome females in the show by comparison, so you're just like, will you fucking die already? Like, I'm so sick of you. And she only gets more prominent as a character as the show goes on.
That's why I stopped watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, I was really enjoying that, and they had this female in it that could not act, and she just kept getting more and more prominent in the show, and I'm just like, oh my god, they're gonna make her into the main character. She's never gonna leave. I can't do this anymore. I just can't.
That's how this was. This girl is just like, she starts out like kind of a side character, like a main side character, if that makes any sense, and then like she just gets more and more involved with the main cast as it goes on, and like now she's like officially a main character, and I stopped watching the show. Like, not only is she not a good actress, the character itself is not a good character, and then her eyebrows are distractingly tragic.
It's all about the eyebrow.
Well, when you're talking about these super emotional scenes where she's like articulating emotions with her eyebrows, and you're like
moving them around.
You're like, lay off the tweezers. She looks like she's in the 90s.
Oh, no, that's not good.
It's not a good look, I'll tell you what.
That's not a good look, especially right now when, like, thicker eyebrows are in.
Mm-hmm. It's very odd to me. And she's young, too. I thought maybe she was, like, older and then, like, playing a younger character, and maybe that explained the 90s eyebrows, but no, she's our age. So she's actually younger than us. Deal with your eyebrows, woman. So anyways, in seeing like glimpses of the Suicide Squad in Arrow, I'm really more excited for the movie, because that was one of the most interesting things about Arrow for me, was seeing the, you know, characters pop up that were going to be part of the Suicide Squad. So
well, I'm gonna have to check that out.
The new Harley Quinn looks awesome.
Who plays her?
Margot Robbie. I think her name is Margot Robbie.
I've seen her picture, but I don't know who she is.
I don't think she's a big time actress. Seen her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's got this huge role now, and it's going to be one of those, like, she's never not going to be Harley Quinn, you know? Like, she's going to do a really good job.
She looks really good. Yeah, she looks really good.
She does the whole, like, the crazy so well. Like, in the new trailer that was confirmed was Bohemian Rhapsody. In that new trailer, there's a part where she's, like, in prison, and all the guards are surrounding her, and she's like, what's that? kill everyone and break out of here? And then she was like, ha, that's just the voices. I'm kidding. That's not what they're telling me to do.
And then she does it.
Yeah, no, really good. She looks like the perfect character for that show, and her body is ridiculous. Violet, do you hear my dog snoring?
Was that a snore? I thought she like moaned like,
that was my dog.
Mom.
She's sleeping and snoring. So yeah, no, the new Harley Quinn looks awesome, and I'm super excited about it. Someone was like, back to objectifying men. Poe Dameron from Star Wars. I mean, I don't want to say. You know what's weird is I'm going to admit this to you, stream. I'm going to admit this to all 161 of you. I am embarrassed that I think Kylo Ren's, like, oddly hot. I don't know. Like, I know he's not, like, a good-looking guy. Like, I'm aware of that. He has kind of big nose, big ears. But, like, I could change him. I know it.
I have to look him up because I don't know.
You're gonna be like, really? You're gonna be like, Danielle, really? I'm like, I know that that's not a thing I should think. Like, I'm aware that he's not like a typically attractive man, but I don't know. I think he's a cutie. Can't help it.
Is his name just spelled
His
really
name
weird?
is Adam. Yeah, he's like nerdy hot. His name's Adam something. That's not helpful.
Oh, I pulled him up from. Oh.
No, it's not like Kylo Ren. I don't know, like, yeah, he just kind of look average. I don't know. I didn't say it made sense, okay?
I don't think he's ugly, but I don't think he's like smoking hot either.
No, I don't think I don't know. I just find him oddly attractive. I can't.
Maybe it's that hair that. I don't know. I think guys with longer hair, especially if it's curly, is very attractive.
I think he just has that nerdy thing. Maybe it's that he's obtainable.
Obtainable.
I could land a guy that looked like that. Yes.
Well, you could land any man you ever want.
Do you know what kind of crazy I am? Do you know Nick comes home from work today, and we like to go out to eat with his boss and his wife, because they're almost our age. They're just a couple of years older than us, and his wife is like does social media marketing for a living, so she thinks I'm like the most interesting human being that ever existed, because I'm like very relevant to her job. And he told his boss about the time I punched that guy.
Oh my gosh.
Because his boss was like, oh, I really want to go to this restaurant, but sometimes, like, the bar crowd gets a little rowdy, and, like, I don't know, like, would Danielle be uncomfortable if somebody, like, hit on her? Would you be uncomfortable with that? And he was like, the last guy who hit on Danielle in a bar got punched in the face repeatedly.
Okay, he deserved that.
Okay, I agree.
I agree. Deserved it.
I agree.
I think you need to tell the story, which, by the way, didn't you call me, like, right
after 4 in the morning? Yeah. I'm like, wasted. Sarah, you're my best fucking friend. You're my best friend. And she's like, are you going somewhere with this? I'm like, I punched a man. I punched him in the face. Sarah, you're my best friend. It was
literally at 3 a.m. And she kept saying, I love you. And I'm like, why did you punch? Wait, back up here. Let's talk about this. Why did you punch a man?
So, wait, can I tell the whole story about the girl? Yes. And she kicked the door in? Okay, so we were, like, with friends, and we were, like, bar hopping, and we get to the last bar of the night. We had a designated driver, for the record. We're at the last bar of the night, and I am tanked. I am a small girl. I never go out drinking. I was, like, really drunk. Like embarrassing white girl wasted drunk. And so, of course, the first thing we do when we walk in, I have to pee. So I go to the bathroom, pants around my fucking ankles, peeing. Some woman, I am not fucking kidding, swear on my dog's life, kicked the door in. And I'm like peeing, and she then looks at me, dies laughing, because she's probably as drunk as I am, and then she's like, I'm gonna buy you a shot because I saw your vagina. And so I'm like, okay, but can you go, like, now, though? Like, so I wash my hands, I come out of the bathroom, and she gives me a shot. It was Dr. McGillicuddy's, which, if you're gonna take shots, that's a good one. Tastes like York peppermint patties. And then I order a vodka Sprite from the bar, and, like, me and all my friends are, like, standing in a little circle. and I'm drinking my drink and, like, minding my own business, and some guy who really resembled Shrek the Ogre comes up behind me, reaches up my skirt, and grabs my butt. Not a pinch, not a pat, not, like, up my skirt. Like, in my opinion, that's fucking assault. Like, you, literally, like, not okay. So I'm, like, very upset about this. So I just turn around and I get real sassy with him, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you don't touch people without their permission. That's fucking sexual assault, and you're lucky I don't call the cops on your ogre ass. Like, so I feel good, like, I've put him in his place. I think as soon as he touched me, I slapped him. Like, I gave him, like, a, you know, like, a, not hard or anything, but it doesn't matter. You were fucking, you touched me first.
Yeah, you don't touch people
so
like that.
I, like, slapped him, gave him this little, like, drunk spiel about why he was in the wrong, and I returned to my friend group, right? So he's walking... Yeah, I'm sorry, Violet, for disturbing you. So he's, like, walking out of the bar with his little group of ogre friends, and he turns around, and he was like, it's cute that you think that, cunt, but I'll touch you whenever the fuck I want.
Not okay.
Oh, you will you? So I just, like, really calmly set my drink down, sprint across the bar, and he's now not facing me at this point because big man, big words, walking away, right? So he's huge. Like, he's, like, professional wrestler large. Like, this dude is enormous. And I, like, with this hand, with my left hand, I grab his right shoulder, launch myself up in the air, and, like, flying monkey punch him in the face repeatedly. Like, kind of like, it would be, like, here-ish because I was behind him. And I didn't actually see his reaction to this. All I saw was his friends looking at me in horror. Like... And then Nick has no idea what happened. Nick comes over, peels me off of this guy. I'm still fucking swinging. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, and then he left. Like, and when I say he left, I mean at that point he was actually running, and then I walked into the bar, clapped. Because
now imagine her calling you at 3 a.m. telling this story to you drunkenly. I was, like, dying laughing.
Oh, it, like, started, she picked up the phone, I'm like, oh, thank God you picked up the phone because they fucking love you. I fucking love you so much. I fucking love you. And then she was like, do you have a reason for calling me at, like, 3 in the morning? I'm like, I punched a man, and you're my best friend, and I fucking love you.
And I fucking love you. Okay? And I'm like, I love you too, Danielle. But do tell about this punching.
Yeah. So that was the time. That's the only time I've ever punched anybody in my whole life. I would like to preface this: I'm not a violent individual. There was a lot of alcohol and sexual assault.
He deserved it.
I'm
okay,
sorry.
that
Like,
not okay.
He literally, like, what would have happened if I was there alone? I'm just saying, like, clearly, like, he's a ballsy guy. Like, I was with a group of guys. Like, I was with a group of, like, there was 2 other girls and, like, 4 guys. And, like, if you're ballsy enough to literally, like, I'm sorry, like, up the skirt, like, all right, maybe we all get a little overly sensitive. Like, someone pats your butt. It's fucking rude, but maybe that's not assault. But, like, up the skirt, full grab,
no.
assault.
Mm-mm.
Like, not okay. And, like, I'm just saying, like, he's lucky that Nick and other guys didn't really catch on to what happened until after it happened. Because, like, then you've got a bunch of guys with alcohol. Like, I don't know. Like, he's lucky I'm the only one who punched him.
But what an epic punch it was.
I still to this day, I feel like that would have been one of those viral videos. Like, the clickbait would have been like, he assaulted her, but what she does next will shock you.
That would have been amazing to have that on video.
Yeah, it was pretty. Gosh. It was a pretty defining moment in my life. And then I called you wasted. I fucking
this tiny
love
girl
you.
Climbing a mammoth of a man and punching him in the face.
So that was upsetting, but I feel like I came out on literal top of that situation. Now you put on here The Fifth Wave. What is that?
The Fifth Wave is a movie that I kind of want to see. I'm not sure if it got good reviews or not, but it's about aliens.
Oh.
Like, all this weird shit starts happening with the world, like in different waves, like tornadoes and all this weather stuff. And the very fifth thing that happens is that aliens invade.
Oh, God.
And yeah, and they take this girl's brother, and she has, like, the whole story is about her trying to get her brother back. So, I don't know. I love post-apocalyptic stuff.
Oh, so. Is that Oh, what's her name? Chloe
girl
Martiz.
The girl from that combat.
From Kick-Ass.
Yeah, Kick-Ass.
Yeah, she's Chloe Martiz. Yeah, I did. Yeah. You know what? I did see the commercials for that, and I do not want to see it. I, for one, do not really care for that story. Nick's boss thought that was hilarious, by the way. Next video series, Nick's boss reacts to.
I just love post-apoc. I will watch, like, any type of post-apocalypse.
Though. Like, I don't need aliens in my life.
No kind of aliens up in here.
No, I don't need that. It's scary. I don't want to get invaded.
Y'all scary and stuff.
I don't want to get invaded. TV stuff. The Walking Dead is back in less than 2 weeks. And I can't fucking wait,
So, what are your predictions?
Oh my
what do you
God.
think is going to happen?
I think Glenn's going to die.
Ooh. No! Don't you tell me that.
Wait, okay. Should I put a spoiler tag? Wait, like, we can't say, fuck. I don't want to, like... Alright, we're going to talk about...
predictions.
We're talking about our predictions for The Walking Dead, so if there happens to be a spoiler in this, you can't be mad at me because you had a lot of time to catch up.
It. Yeah.
So I think Glenn's going to die.
Don't tell me that. He's my favorite character. Okay, I love him.
And then I think Maggie's character is going to get a whole lot more interesting. Because right now, Maggie is a fucking accessory. She is the most obnoxious character. Like, I used to love her. And now I think she's so annoying. And she's pregnant. They just kind of
put her on the sideline.
And my God. So, I don't know. Like, I think Glenn's going to die so that Maggie can have her coming of... I don't know what's going to happen with that baby situation, though. Because she's pregnant. And
that always bothers me. Like it really bothered. Like I'm glad that the baby lived. Rick's baby. I can't think of her name right now. Judith. Thank you. I'm glad that she did live, but in a situation like that, it would like 80% of the time the baby would not survive, and if they did survive, they would be so malnourished. Like I agree. And their the baby they have is obviously very healthy looking.
Well, they've had like 25 different babies. It's not like it's been the same baby the whole time.
But it's just not realistic. Like the show, at least the comics got so big because it was like it smacks you in the face with all this realistic,
with all this reality, with all this
all this reality,
all this real life really want to see.
So a baby surviving in that, like I agree. If it did survive, it just wouldn't look like that baby.
There's no way it would. There's no way it would. Not unless they had like another story about like a woman who maybe lost her baby and then could like nurse that baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would have been kind of a good cover for it, but there's just no way. And like how, I don't know. Like she has no fucking shots.
What do you think is going to happen with Carl?
I think Rick Grimes will continue to not know how to say his own son's name. I don't know. I don't think the thing that happens in the comics is going to happen to him. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they would do that to a kid. I think they might do it to an adult. Like, I wouldn't be surprised because I know that in the comics, the thing that happens to Rick, they regret happening to him. I'm trying really hard to not spoilerific anything.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So, like, the writers specifically said they regretted having that happen to Rick because it was, like, bad for his character. So maybe what they'll do is have what happened to Carl happen to Rick in replacement for what happened to Rick.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't think they would do that to a kid, like, on the show. I could be wrong, but, like...
Well, you are right. They've taken, like, there's a lot of, like, I mean, a lot of really bad things that happen to children in the comic series. Like, I'm talking about kids getting, like, their heads decapitated, like... killing one another, like tons of really negative stuff happening to children in the books, and they've taken all of pretty much almost. Well,
you also have to remember it's on like a cable network. It's not on like HBO or something. So I kind of think that what happened to Carl is going to happen to Rick instead, because the other thing that happened to Rick in the comics can't happen because the writers won't let it. Like they outwardly said that was a mistake, and it would have happened by now. And, like, I don't know what's going to happen with the kid that was quarreling with Carl in the last episode. that we saw, excuse me, I'm drinking, that we saw, because I don't know, I feel like wouldn't you think that kid would kind of have props for Carl for, like, I don't know, not telling on him and then seeing that it was a serious situation. Like, at some point he's either gonna die or he's got to wake up to what the situation at hand is.
Well, do you know what happens to that family in the comics?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
No.
well then I'm not going to tell you.
Don't tell me.
But yeah, that family's not around for very long.
Yeah, I didn't think so. The kid can't, like, the littlest kid in that family, Sam, he's awful. He can't deal. He's more annoying than Judith. Like, he is more detrimental to this family in the apocalypse than an actual infant. Good job, Sam. So, I don't know. Like, I'm not really sure entirely what's going to happen. I do think Glenn's going to die. I'm excited to see Negan. Like, I think that I'm really excited for a good villain again. Even though I know a lot of people didn't like the Governor's season of the show, I really like the aspect of people versus people in The Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead has always been kind of like a drama that happens to take place in the zombie apocalypse. It's not like, raw, zombies in your face. And the longer the show goes on, the less zombies you actually see, because they're decaying and they're, you know what I mean? They're kind of like going away. Yeah. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Morgan. He's the worst. I'm so sick of his pacifist monk bullshit. I've had completely enough of him. He's so annoying. Like, whatever. I even can get behind what he stood for at first, but to endanger everybody to save someone who killed kids, like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, I don't understand.
I would have killed that dude so fast. Mm-hmm. I would have killed him so fast. Who is your favorite character? Do tell. I need to know your top 3.
I like Michonne, although I feel like this season she's been very boring. Like, she hasn't really been involved in anything this season beyond looking shocked at the things that Rick does. I really like Carol, and I really like who Carol has developed into. I think she is a very interesting, like, you know, everybody survives this situation differently. Some people go really hard. Some people, like, Rick can't control his, like, shit, man. Like, he gets mad and he wants to take power and, like, he doesn't care who knows it. Whereas Carol is very cunning and manipulative, and she really thinks out everything that she does before she does it. And I really like that about her character.
I love that they kept her in the show and how she developed as a character, because
if you remember her, like, if you're watching The Walking Dead and you watch episode 1, Carol is literally useless.
Yes.
Like, getting beat up by her husband, like, talking about her husband hurting her child, like, the whole 9 yards. Like, she is a useless character for the first season and a half, 2 seasons. And then it's like you see her develop, and her character development, I think, is one of the most interesting in the whole show.
I agree, for sure. I'm glad they kept her around, because in the comics she does not last very long, and it was really cool to see her develop as a character and who she turned into, because she's a complete badass now. Like, she gives no fucks.
She gives 0 fucks. But she does give fucks, though, because it's not like she's out for herself. It's not even like she's out for the people. Group. She's very much out for who is capable of surviving and who could help the group thrive and survive. Yeah. So I really like her character a lot. There's too many side characters right now. Like, I think there's got to be some sort of mass killing here happening soon, because there are
Kill them.
Well, there's too many. You have to think they arrived from Terminus to Alexandria with, I don't know, I don't want to give away names, but they probably had maybe 10 people. That sound about right? 8, 10 people? Yeah. And there's, like, only one of those 10 people has died from the group. So we still have 9 of those people, but then they've introduced, you know, we have
more people.
We have she's the mayor, maybe. I don't really know what they're calling her, Deanna. Then we have the mom with the 2 kids. That's 4.
Oh, we don't have her anymore.
Okay, yeah, she died last episode. Sorry. Fucking sorry.
Spoiler!
Fucking sorry. So, we had her. She's gone now. We have the mom and the 2 kids. Then we have the lesbian doctor. We have the black guy with the dreads who was going on all the runs. I don't know where he is now, but they didn't really, like, see him off properly, and he was working with Glenn and stuff, so I think he's going to come back. We have the 2 gay guys that are friends with Daryl. Like, they literally added, like, 7 or 8 people to this little main repertoire. It's too many right now. Like, there's got to be a reckoning. 3 people have died since Terminus. What 3 people? I don't want you to tell me.
Well, let's not.
Since they the black guy too. That's right. He was on the way to Alexandria, or they had just gotten there or something. Yeah, you're right. Forgot about him. Sorry.
Yeah, there's actually, the more I think about it,
but we picked Morgan back up, so like that's a thing too. Because Morgan wasn't in the Terminus group. We only saw him very briefly at the beginning or the end.
Did you know that Rick was English? Like, I did not know that.
Yeah, Andrew Lincoln or whatever. It's why he can't say Carl. Carl!
Carl! I went to an interview with him and I was like, he's English?
What? What's going on? So anyways, TLDR, we're real excited about The Walking Dead. Comes back on Valentine's Day. I've literally been trying to get my raid group to move raids from Sunday to Wednesday because of The Walking Dead, and like Game of Thrones isn't coming back for a little while, but it's coming back soon-ish. And listen, I have to watch shows, okay? Then, have you watched Reign at all?
No,
I've been so fucking good right now. Okay, so it went through a real lull because for a little while it was a very love-centric story, and I was like, oh, I'm so over this. And then like something happens and the love story is over, and now it's like all fucking political and conniving and like murder and it's so good.
Is that so the one that is kind of back in the day? Like
it's set in 14th century France. It surrounds Mary, Queen of Scots, and King Francis.
I remember you telling me about this one. I just need to sit down and watch it.
It's on Hulu and Netflix. It's really good. It's definitely worth watching. My favorite, if anybody out there watches Reign, my favorite character by far, hands down, is Catherine de Medici. She is so evil and wonderful. It's the greatest thing.
You usually love the evil people.
She's so evil. She's so evil. Like, every time bad shit starts happening that doesn't involve her, Nick and I just look at each other like, when's Catherine gonna Catherine them? Any minute now. Any minute. Oh, it's so good.
I remember back in the day when we used to talk about Once Upon a Time, she's like, my favorite character is the evil
Regina.
witch. No, she's not a witch. She's the evil queen.
She's the evil queen, Regina. Mm-hmm. I haven't watched Once Upon a Time since the Frozen storyline because I thought that was really reaching and corny.
Yeah.
And like, Frozen's popular right now, so we're gonna do Frozen and shut up.
We're gonna jump on that train. Choo-choo.
That's what it felt like, is like that they were just hyping to hype, and it was really not my thing. What else? Are you gonna watch Fuller House on Netflix?
Fuller House?
What?
What?
Are you living under a rock? Are you
what? I have no idea.
That's me knocking on your fucking rock that you're living under. Okay, so Netflix is rebooting Full House with the original cast.
What?
I know. DJ Tanner's husband dies, so she's moving back into their old house. She bought their old house and is moving in with her kids. And Kimmy and her sister, what was the middle, Stephanie, are moving in with her to help her raise her kids. And they have literally Uncle Joey, Uncle fucking all of them. They have everybody but the Olsen twins. They do not have the Olsen twins because they're pretentious bitches these days. Yeah. They have everybody else, and I'm super excited about it.
They can't act anyway, so it's a good thing they come back to the show.
They're so small, too. They're like 4'11". They would look still like the littlest sisters. Like, in that group of like normal-sized people. Oh, I wish I was short. Anyways, that starts on February 26th. I'm super excited about it.
Well, I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, they've only showed, like, tiny little snippet previews. Like, we really know nothing. And I can't wait to know everything.
I wonder if any of them have children.
I know DJ has children.
Oh.
That's like the premise of the show, is that she's like the new Danny Tanner. Like, the premise of Full House was that Danny Tanner's wife died, so his brother-in-law and his friend moves in with them to help raise their kids.
Oh, girl. Well, I am excited to watch that then.
It's going to be really good. I'm super excited about it.
I'm all about that girl.
Me too. Someone just said R.I.P. ears. I'm really sorry. So I've still been watching Supernatural. I am 2 episodes away from being finished with season 1. There's fucking 22 episodes in season 1.
Yes.
I just finished episode 20, like right before we started filming. So I've been kind of getting through it, about an episode a day, trying not to over binge.
Girl, you got so many seasons.
I know, but I want to make it last. You say that, but you don't understand. If I actually sit down and binge a show, I'm pretty sure I could finish Supernatural in 2 weeks. So I'm trying to ease it out, make it go for the marathon, not the sprint. But it's pretty good. We've already had one of them die and come back to life once. So
you'll get used to that.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure that only one person ever really dies on that show.
Also,
and I'm not gonna tell you who.
And it's their mom. Also, I think the other brother is growing on me. Like, don't get me wrong, still like Dean, but I feel like Sam is growing on me.
Turning into Sam fan.
Yeah, I don't know that I would call him my favorite or anything like that, but in the beginning, I thought he was kind of whiny, kind of annoying, and like, the more you learn about him, the more I like him. I also like all the times when their little brotherly relationship is important to solving the mystery.
Have you met Castiel yet?
No!
No?
No, the episode I just watched is they get the gun.
Mm-hmm.
The gun that can kill anything.
Yeah.
With the vampires. That was the episode I just watched. And the dad is around again. Last time I told you we had only met the dad, but he hadn't seen them. Then the episode after that, he almost died, so he ran away again. And then now the dad is back because his friend got killed, and his friend was in possession of that gun that could kill anything. So
I barely remember season 1 at all. Like, I just need to go through and rewatch
I
it all
heard season 1
again.
was the worst, and it's pretty good. So I have high hopes. If season 1 is the worst season and it gets better with season 2, I'm excited because season 1 is pretty good.
Well, I can't wait for you to meet Castiel. He is hilarious.
It's just me. There's no one else here. I just saw an episode today that I was watching with a little girl that was murdering people with a straight razor, and it was horrifying. Anytime it's a little kid doing the murders, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about little kids. They creep, like, there's this game on the PlayStation 2 called Rule of Rose, and it surrounds just children. So the children are like the bosses and everything. Like, every type of monster in the game are like children with creepy little bunny masks and stuff on, and it's like the creepiest thing ever to me.
No.com. No.
No, thank you, creepy children.
So, speaking of games, transition. Speaking of games, so World of Warcraft, I raid tonight. Our raid is now 9 out of 13 Mythic. I know you're not really...
Nice, boo.
We're doing all right. We're doing a pretty good job. We're working on Tyrant Valhari right now, and I'm getting way better. I feel like all the kill videos I've uploaded, I've been, like, lowest on the healing meters. And, guys, I swear to God, I've been working super hard, and, like, I reprioed all my gear. I reprioed all my gems.
What?
I did all my enchants over again. Yeah, because I'm fucking awesome now, right? Like, I was top of the meters. I did really well on Gorefiend, although Gorefiend healing meters are weird because there's 2 separate phases where you're separated from everybody, so it's, like, hard to tell. I did really well on Gorefiend. Then I did, and after Gorefiend, we went to Fel Lord, and I did top heals on Fel Lord. And then when we were practicing, when we were working on Tyrant, I was top heals on Tyrant too. So getting better.
That's
really
awesome,
excited
dude.
about that because it sucks being on the bottom. Well, not always, but in this situation, totally sucks. Totally sucks. I've also been playing a little bit of the WoW Legion Alpha. I try not to play too much because I don't really want to ruin the game for myself. I don't want to get burnt out on the alpha before the game comes out. Which I know is
Legion?
Yeah, I know but it's really good. I think you're gonna like it if you come back. Please come back.
I gotta see if I can fit in with Final Fantasy 14 because that has been my heart lately, especially since I got my mom to start playing again. So it's like family fun time together. Aww. I'm like, hey, mama, let's do all this stuff together.
That's nice, though. But Legion seems really fun. Like, you can just randomly get legendaries out in the world. Like, there's a super, super rare chance to get, like, crazy legendaries, which I really like.
Wow.
Because it gives you
Very
incentive
nice.
to, like, do stuff all the time. I'm also playing League of Legends again.
Do you ever stream your raids?
Nah, ladybug. Why is there a ladybug in here? Fuck! Like, something was moving, and I was like, what is that? It's a motherfucking ladybug. I don't know how to react to this. I want to crush
Aren't
it.
ladybugs lucky? I thought they were lucky. You have some luck, boo.
Maybe
She's
they
not
can be
gonna
lucky
hurt you.
somewhere else.
She's like, hey, I'm just bringing you some luck.
Is she, though?
Oh, put her out the window.
I can't. I'm streaming right
You're
now.
like,
Look.
shoo, ladybug.
Do you see
Oh, look at her cute little ladybug.
It's not cute.
She's just giving you all kinds of
I
luck.
don't know what to do with this ladybug. Just stay where you are. I scared her.
Befriend her.
I don't want to.
She's a friendly insect.
Gross.
Beetle.
So I've been playing League again because I apparently don't like money or sanity.
Oh, goodness. Who have you been playing?
I've just been playing like a lot of ARAMs, and whenever we play actual games, I play support because that's the only thing I can sort of play semi-competently. Semi-competently.
I thought you were really good at League back in the day.
Yeah, like a fucking year ago, and they've changed everything from the game, and I don't know what's going on or who these heroes are, and like what the fuck is an Ilaoi? Like, what is that? I don't even. She's got tentacles, but they're not her own tentacles.
Ooh, tentacles.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Get the
Hentai
fuck away
up
from
in here.
Ilaoi is what.
Yeah.
Just get away from her. So yeah, those are my feelings on League. There's a lot of new heroes, like a lot. And then it was like I felt like there were a lot of new heroes already, and I was overwhelmed. And then like since I've been playing, they've released a new hero, so that's a thing. There's
That's
also
how they make
like
their cash money.
a new map. Like the map is completely different. The jungle is completely different, which is upsetting because I used to kind of like play jungle a lot, and now I like have no idea like why is there a frog in the jungle?
Frogs live in jungles.
Why is there a frog in the jungle? So what about you? What have you been playing lately?
I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, of course. And
No.
actually, yeah. And actually, a lot of Darkest Dungeon. Have you heard about that game?
No, what is it?
It's like a side-scrolling game where you can take. There's like 15 different classes you can play, and you can take 4 people into a dungeon. You level up your characters. You have this town that you can level up as well.
Wait, you level up the whole town?
Yeah, you level up the town. So like there's like, let's see, four different types of dungeons with different difficulty settings. And each different type of dungeon will give you like these different emblems, like portraits and stuff. And there's a tavern in your town, so you would go to that specific type of dungeon to collect portraits to level up your tavern. So you get to like level up your town, and you get to level up your characters, their armor, their skills and stuff. And it's pretty cool. The only frustrating thing is when your character dies, like they're dead forever.
Oh, like the whole game is like hardcore mode?
Yes, like so you'll like I've had like a level 4 character before, and Joel and I have taken it into a dungeon and it's died, and be like, no, I spent so much time on you. Why? Why you do that?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Bless you.
I'm allergic to hardcore games. I don't know about that. Like, it just seems like I would be so much more invested in something like that if it wasn't hardcore mode.
I actually think you'd like it. I wish there was a way for you to keep your characters, but it's a really fun game. I've been doing it on streams a lot because I'll name people, like you can name the people, so I'll name them the viewers in chat and be like, let's see how long you survive.
Oh my god.
9 times out of 10, everyone dies when I'm in control.
God. That's, I mean, Sarah, you can't just kill your viewers. It's rude.
I I know. I can't help it. I have this stupid rule that I will not leave the dungeon until the quest is complete, and so 90% of the time they die. Like I was so close to the end of this quest. Like I
Sure
only
you
have
were.
one. What I was, boo! I'm telling you, I
I
had one.
was. I swear.
And it's really cool because the characters have like stress meters.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's their sanity, and if their sanity gets too high, that gets too stressed, and they'll have heart attacks.
Oh my god.
Yes, I took them through this entire dungeon, and there was one room left, and I was like, I could leave now, or I could go for it and get the quest. And they all literally died right before the room, and I was like, damn it.
I feel like so I've been trying to solve this, and I'm doing a terrible job. I didn't accomplish anything. So what have you... All right, side note, that game sounds incredibly frustrating. Like, I could see why it would be fun and addicting, but it's not something I could play. Like, I don't have the emotional capacity for that. What have you been doing in Final Fantasy?
Oh, Final Fantasy 14. Well, I've just been leveling up a black mage. Like, when the expansion came out, I got a bard all the way up to 60, and I like geared my bard out and everything, and I just didn't really like what they did to the class. They made a lot of changes, so I switched to black mage, which I have been loving, but I'm not level to 60 yet, so I don't get to do like a lot of the really fun, exciting things. I'm just leveling that character up right now, and
Where
then
is
I
she right
take
now?
her in race. Huh?
What level is she right now?
She is 57.
Oh, so you're close.
Yeah.
I feel like you're
Only
taking
3
a
more
break to
levels.
do this right now.
Hmm?
I feel like you're taking a break to do Derpcast right now.
It's pretty fun.
Why is Final Fantasy your MMO of choice?
It's got a really great community, especially because I play with a lot of my viewers. I have like this huge link shell that like every time I get on, there's always somebody that I can talk to or play with. And I mean, the game is just made for everybody to be nice to one another. Like they have
Impossible.
No, I'm telling you, it's true. Like they have this system called commendations. So like people are rewarded like every time you play with someone that you don't know, at the end of the dungeon or the raid or the trial, you can give somebody a commendation if they did a good job or if they
weren't an asshole.
Was positive. Yeah, if they weren't an asshole, you can give them a commendation. And the more commendations they get, they get like really cool items. Like they get minions and mounts and like really cool gear that they can transmog. And it's just got like small things, like you know how if you were gathering or something in other MMOs, most of the nodes are shared, so you have to like race to it and try to get to it first.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 14, like everybody has their own nodes, so it's like they just take like little measures like that so that people don't actually fight over things. And there's just a lot to do. So
I have been saying for years that WoW needs to add some sort of personal reputation system, particularly since they have LFR. But I think we've come to the conclusion that WoW either chooses not to listen to me or doesn't speak the same language that I do.
I'm going to go with doesn't speak the same language.
No hablo.
Hopefully. No hablo.
But that doesn't stop me from playing it or recommending other people play it.
WoW has, like, in my opinion, the best PvP out of any MMO I've ever played. Like, I love the PvP in that system. The arenas, the battlegrounds. I haven't played an MMO that has even gotten close to the PvP system that they have in World of Warcraft. So I think it'll always have that special place in my heart because the PvP. It's just
That's
so
funny.
good.
Everybody hates on WoW's PvP system all the time. Like everybody always hates on it because they change it so much. Like I mean, I feel like the time of game that you're talking about was maybe like Burning Crusade era, And, like, nothing is even similar to Burning Crusade era anymore. Like, the way that you get gear is different. They just put a hot fix in, literally, like, 2 days ago, that makes it so that you get bonus points when you lose.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's changed a lot since I played.
Yeah.
What do I know now?
And then next expansion, there's no PvP gear at all, and it's all based on, like, a Call of Duty style prestige system.
Wait, what? Why?
Well, because PvP's been broken for a while. I don't know. I feel like I really liked PvP in, like, Burning Crusade era, and then, like, it got to this point where it took so long to get gear, and gear was so mandatory that it, like, wasn't fun. And so they tried to make all these measures to, like, make gear less important, but, like, it still didn't really help. So now this last patch is just like, okay, well, you clearly need gear, so here's a quick way to get gear. Which is sort of, like, less rewarding for people who are actually winning. Yeah. And then next season, there's no PvP gear at all. It's just...
I don't like that. I
don't dislike it. I'm curious as to how it's going to work in practice, because you get a separate talent tree for PvP, but you have to earn, like, honor points in order to access higher level talents. So if you're lower level in PvP, you'll actually have less abilities and cooldowns.
Oh, okay. So they're trying to kind of, like, level it out so that people who are lower level actually have a chance and aren't just
getting
killed
smoked
constantly.
I guess, but then I kind of see it as, like, how important are those talents that you can't have access to? Yeah. How much does it matter that you don't have them? You know what I mean? Because, like, a lot of people are just like, oh, well, you get them really fast. Well, then what's the point? I don't know. I can't decide if I'm super excited for it or if I'm very confused by it. Which I guess is, like, how I describe many things in my life, so no difference, no change.
Well, wow, it's changed a lot then. Though I think my best memories of World of Warcraft were the PvP.
Yeah. And you played a lot. That was when you played a lot, was, like, BC, and then, like, Wrath, you played a lot.
Yes, I was all up in the arena. That PvP Battlegrounds, that was my
Wrath had a good system for PvP because of Wintergrasp. Like, Wintergrasp, because there was a raid attached to it, it incentivized people who didn't normally PvP to at least participate in, you know, Wintergrasp or whatever. And then they kind of did that with Mists of Pandaria with that, what was it?
The Isle of...
it wasn't the Isle of Thunder. Is that what it was called? It wasn't the Isle of Thunder. There was an island, though.
I'm trying to think of the island's name. I went there all the time, but I cannot think of it.
Yeah, I went there. I did all the rep stuff because I got the mount, and that's where you could get the fox pet.
Yeah.
Anyways, there was that island, and that was kind of like Wintergrasp 2.0, but it wasn't because it was sort of like overly convoluted, so nobody really did it.
Yes, Timeless Isle. Thank you.
No,
Axel.
That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about the PvP area. There was a PvP area. Tolbarad. That's what it was. And it was in Cataclysm. You're totally right. It wasn't in Mists of Pandaria. It was Tolbarad in Cataclysm.
Okay. I was talking about the Timeless Isle.
Yeah, that wasn't really a PvP zone, though.
What?
I mean, you were on a
Maybe
PvP.
It's because I was.
You were on a PvP server, so it was like world PvP, but it wasn't like a designated PvP zone. Tolbarad was a designated PvP zone. But nobody really did it.
Being in a PvP zone on the Timeless Isle was the worst.
It's weird too, because right now WoW is at its like lowest population that it's ever had. I guess I don't know that anymore because they don't release sub numbers anymore, which I think is good because I feel like everybody sees that and then it like affects their decision
to play the game.
Yeah, even though it like wouldn't matter, but I feel like the community is healthier now than it was like in it felt like in Cataclysm it was impossible to do anything.
Yeah.
Like Cataclysm was a tough time in WoW, and like now at least I feel like anything you want to do, you can hop into LFG and you can get it done.
Do you think that they'll ever like make a World of Warcraft 2? Like, do you think they'll ever take that step and just make a whole new MMO? Or do you think they'll...
I think that the way that games are going right now, I don't think that MMOs are, like, the future of gaming. Like, when World of Warcraft came out, there was, like, RuneScape and there was EverQuest, but they were very... It was, like, a very niche market. Like, there wasn't a lot of competition with MMOs, and World of Warcraft made it so accessible that it was, like... this
Anybody could play
groundbreaking
it.
thing, and it was like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like overly complex, but it wasn't too simple, and people were already so attached to like Warcraft 3 that it just made a lot of sense and it worked really well. But I feel like if they made a World of Warcraft 2, they would just be milking the franchise, and in that case, they could just make another expansion, because there would still be people who wouldn't quit playing World of Warcraft. Like it would be a risky move for World of Warcraft to make a sequel that was a separate game entirely, that like didn't carry your achievements or your characters over.
All the time that everybody invested into those characters, yeah.
So no, I don't really think that WoW will make a World of Warcraft 2, but I think Overwatch is going to be very popular. I think that people, like, Overwatch isn't popular right now because, I mean, the beta is down currently, and, like, not a lot of people were in the beta, and I feel like it was announced a year and a half ago, so the hype is kind of, like, died down a lot.
Yeah.
But I think once Overwatch becomes available for the masses to play, I think Overwatch is going to be super popular. I think it has a place in esports. I think it has a place in both a casual and hardcore gamer. I think it has a place in a person who only plays games, like, because a lot of people who play WoW only play WoW. Like, that's a thing. Like,
that's the one that's kind of like Team Fortress 2, right?
It's awesome, dude. It's so good. It's so good. You would love it. I'm telling you, you would love it. It has first-person shooter elements, but I wouldn't categorize it as a first-person shooter because some people don't shoot.
Yeah.
You know, like some of the characters are like melee characters or magic damage
supporting
characters. Supporting classes and stuff. But it has definitely first-person shooter elements. And my hair is so staticky, it's like sticking to my face. It's so annoying. Do you see it? It's like glued to my face.
I love your new hair color, by the way. I love that little blue in there. That is so cute, Bill.
Little blue. It looks like more blue than it really is. Like, it's such a small section of hair. Anyways, you would really like Overwatch a lot.
I think I definitely want to give it a try when it comes out.
Oh, you should. It's not like the type of game. It's not like League or something where, like, even though it's free to play, you have to like buy stuff really in order to be competitive. Like, it's gonna be I want to say it was like $40, and you get all the heroes and all the maps, and there won't be paid downloadable playable content. So if they release any heroes in the future, they'll be free. The way they'll make their money is through like skins and stuff like that, which I really like, because...
So do you think that they'll ever release more characters, like different types of...
They said that they're done for now, but I think they'll either do it in like a big expansion where like they'll release 5 new characters and like 2 new maps, and maybe that won't be free, or they'll just release like 1 character at a time every 3 or 4 months or something.
Well, I definitely want to check it out, though.
Yeah.
If you're going to be playing it, I can play it with you.
It's so fun. I feel like your viewers would like watching it, too, because you're a hilarious rager.
I do rage a lot.
You're a hilarious rager. So what's been going on in your real life?
In my real life? Well, as you know, I got the baby. I got my little baby who Abigail, she's 15 months old, and it's so hard to describe the feeling that you have when your child just is developing in front of you. Like, you're so proud of them. You're also sad because they're growing up so quickly, and you're like, oh no, my baby.
My baby.
My baby. But everything's going great with her. She is developing wonderfully. She is just the light of my life. Aww. And then our second baby, we are actually going to find out if it's a girl or a boy next Tuesday. So I'm super excited about that.
Are you going to tell the internet or no?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'll tell the internet. My boo had a dream about it being a boy. So my mom did too. So I'm thinking it might be a boy. Sorry, Joel.
It's a boy.
Joel wanted a girl.
He already got a girl. It's a boy. It is a boy.
I think so, actually. They say that when you have a boy, you kind of carry the baby lower, and I have definitely been carrying this baby kind of low. So I'm thinking it's a boy.
Well, I'm not pregnant.
And I saw that somebody asked you that the other day.
Every day. If I wear an expensive push-up bra, people ask me if I'm pregnant. And I'm like, I'm trying to look sexy, asshole.
That is not something you ask a woman.
Ever.
Okay.
What if I couldn't have kids? What if I had a barren womb?
Aww.
I might. Who knows? I might not be able to have kids. Like, I am a married woman, and, like, I have never had a pregnancy scare in my entire life. Ever. Ever. Not once, ever. I got food poisoning once at a convenient time in the month that I got a little nervous, but it was definitely food poisoning.
You would definitely know
just sick.
There's no doubt about it when you know that you're pregnant, your whole body just starts changing almost immediately. So when you're pregnant, you're like, oh crap.
No, I might actually be barren because not that I've ever tried to have a kid, but I don't know. Generally, I'm almost 30 and I've never ever been concerned about pregnancy, and I wouldn't say I'm abstinent.
I don't like all of the negative comments that you get for not wanting to have children.
Oh my God, people love to did you see the guy who said I was going to grow up to be an alcoholic?
Yes. I was like, just because she doesn't want to have children doesn't mean that she's going to be an alcoholic. Who even says that?
Who says I'm going to grow up to be an alcoholic?
Just because you have one drink doesn't mean you're an alcoholic, okay? Get out of here. I have
dogs to take care of, all right?
I don't know. Everybody, if you don't want to have children, you don't want to have children. That's your decision. Everybody should be able to live life the way that they want to live life and not get criticism just because they don't want to push a baby out.
It's just dumb because the reason I don't want a kid is because I'm perfectly aware of oh, bye Violet, is that I'm perfectly aware of how much your entire life has to change in order to
be
a good parent.
If you're
sure, anybody could have a kid and then continue living their life as normal and put their kid in front of a TV, but if I had a kid, I would want to be all about the kid, and I'm not all about that, at least not right now, and it's not a thing that I envision. I don't really want to hold people's babies. I'm scared of pregnant women. I'm sorry, Sarah. I love you.
It's okay. I understand, Boo.
But I don't know. I worry that I can't even handle having the sniffles. How could I be pregnant for 9 months? That'd be awful. If I ever decide I want to have a kid someday, I'm adopting an adorable little Asian baby.
Yes.
I am, though.
I think, though, if you did have a kid, it would be so incredibly smart and beautiful, though. I'm just saying. So cute. But
Sarah just wants to have my babies, guys.
Yeah, I just want to see her babies. That's all. I think it would be if you had a girl, it'd be the first female president. That's how much I believe in your children.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Number one, I would hope that I would not raise a child who would long for power. I would hope
I'm just saying it would be smart enough to
thanks. Yeah, well, I don't know that you really need
would raise a good kid.
Of intelligence to run for presidency.
True.
But that is neither here nor there. I don't know. It's just not a thing I want in my life, and people get real heated about it. I don't know why. I don't know. It's very confusing because my audience fluctuates. Okay, wait. When I say my audience, 98.9% of my audience is just I like your videos. You seem nice. You do good job. So that's amazing. The people I'm talking about are that 2% of vile humanity. But they fluctuate between objectifying me as though I'm literally sucking dick for money and questioning every life choice I make, including why I don't have a kid, and how are these two extremes? How do they even coexist in the comments together? It's so confusing.
I don't know. You get so much hate though, I don't understand it.
I don't really think I get that much hate. And it also started when I was on King of the Nerds. That's not even the WoW community or anything. I just think it's fucking hilarious to put them on blast and to see what everybody on Twitter Twitter says. So I feel like it looks like I get more than I do, but then people think I'm like mad or upset about it, but I just think it's funny. Like, I am really not mad about it. Like, when people say things like, I don't know, that are rude, I'm just like, really? Like, that's what you do in your spare time? Because I, for one, make cake and then eat the cake.
I make delicious cake and eat it in my spare time. No, I think I just get really butthurt when people are negative towards you because number one, they don't really know what type of person. Yeah, they don't know you, and to make judgments like that, it just really frustrates me because I'm kind of a little protective over my boo. Okay, I just get really angry, and I'm like, these people need to shut the F up. There's been times where like somebody like I'll be talking to one of my friends about you, like saying how great you are and how much I love you, and somebody be like, "Ew, TradeChat." I'm like, just fucking leave. Like, just don't say anything else.
Just there's the door. See
we
your way
ain't got
out.
no time for you up in this chat if you're gonna be negative towards my boo. Like, y'all don't even know.
Well, it's a lot of it. Honestly, a lot of it was the TV show, which, like, I guess I should have known going into it that was going to happen because, like, I am an emotional person, and I feel like I've never really hidden that. It's just that my videos, for the most part, aren't really personality-based, and I was going to really...
They took advantage of your emotional points in that one show because your dad was going through.
My dad was dying. My dad was he died. Like, that happened. Like, he was dying while I was on the show, and then he died when I was done with the show. So, like,
and I mean, of course, she's going to be emotional, and they just portrayed you to be this over dramatic girl who cried all the time. It's like, hello, her dad, and they didn't even mention that what was. No,
they didn't even. But they would, like, every time I'd go in for interviews, they would mention it. Like, every time I'd go in for an interview, they'd be like, so if you lose today and you don't win the money and then your dad dies, do you think it'll be your fault that he died?
And then they start the interview off with that. Like, and then, so of course they don't put that in the scene that they use for the TV, but that was definitely where that emotion came from.
Well, and it was nuts too, because like every time that you saw me react in a way that seemed like really, there was always more to it. Like, so I want to preface this by saying me and Joshua are totally fine now. Like, we're 100%. I saw him at New York Comic Con. Like, we're okay. Like, there was no hate. Like, nothing but love there. But like, he played the game very much to win. So like, he was a little bit sneaky when he was on the show and whatever. I don't care. It was just a game. Like, that's all it was. But, like, the reason that I was so upset with him when he voted for me is because he had this, like, talk with me, which was on camera and got edited out, that he was going to vote for himself out of respect for the fact that I was there trying to win money for my dad who was dying. Like, those were words he used. Wow. So when he voted for me, I didn't really give a fuck that he voted for me. It was that, like, he like, I don't know. I think I don't know why he would say that. Like, but like, and I know it was just like he was just playing the game, whatever. But like, that's why you saw me react in such a, like, he's a terrible person. People were like, how can you say that? Because he voted for you. Like, I didn't say that because he voted for me. And that's like sort of what all of reality TV is. It almost is, the best way to describe it is like the telephone game, you know? Like when you're a little kid and you like whisper something in someone's ear and by the time it gets all the way back around, it's not the same. That's like how reality TV is. Like, what you see is like, yes, everything that happened, but you don't know the context of why it happened. They'll also like Frankenstein stuff. So you can say something during like week 4 and they'll just like stick that into a situation in week 1 where it could conveniently cause drama.
Or edit sentences together that don't actually.
Yeah, they did that to me. Anytime that you see a clip on reality TV where someone is talking and you're not seeing their face talking, there's a solid chance they're Frankensteining sentences together. Like, obviously they can't do like a whole sentence because it would be obvious, but one of the things that happened to me was in one of the outtakes they show me talking about the cosplay contest, and in the cosplay contest I made 4 out of 5 of the costumes. Like, I worked really hard on those, and like,
yeah,
I made 4 to 5, and they didn't give me any credit on the show, which whatever, I don't even care because we won, and like my team was super happy. But like when we went back inside, I was super excited about it because Yaya Han was one of the judges, and she was super nice to me and like very like complimentary, and she was like, you know, it's very obvious that all these costumes were designed with like a singular purpose in mind, and like my team was great. They were like, oh yeah, Danielle did so much, da 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 da, and like she was like, oh my god, you did such a great job, and like your costume is amazing. If I saw this at the at a convention, I wouldn't think like, oh, that's a nice costume for 24 hours. I wouldn't believe that you could have possibly made it in 24 hours. Like that is an amazingly well-made costume. I don't even know how you made it, no less how you made it so quickly. And I was like glowing. I was so excited because I'd worked so hard, not just on my costume, but on all of them. You know, everybody had a piece in everything.
And you were a fan of her before you went on the show,
like,
too,
so
weren't you?
Cool. Yeah, and so like I was really excited about it. So I went back to the house and I was like, I just need like 20 seconds to get this out of my system. Yaya Han said my costume was the best, and I'm super excited about it. And then I was done. That's all I said. And when they brought it back to editing, it said, I just need to get this out of my system. My costume was the best.
Wow.
They cut out the entire center of that sentence. And what they did was they showed me saying, I just have to get this out of my system, then clipped back to a panning of my costume, and that's where the rest of the sentence came in. So, like, anytime on reality TV where you don't literally see the person saying that thing, they probably didn't say that thing. Like,
they are conniving.
Yeah, it's really crazy the way that they like can manipulate footage to, because you give them so much. I mean, we were there for, I want to say like 35 or 36 days total. You're not there for the 6 or 8 weeks, whatever they say it is, but we were there, I mean, a good month and a half, and of those days, they film every day but Sundays. And then you're only getting a 45-minute episode, and there's 8 episodes. Think about all the hours of footage that they have.
Weren't you in, like, a broken-down mansion,
too?
Like,
it got bulldozed because it was so far below code that it couldn't be brought up to code, so it's actually not existent anymore. It was rat-infested, and there was no indoor plumbing. Why are you in a bad mood? I haven't taken a hot shower in a month.
I'm stuck in only one part of this mansion because everything else is taped off.
Literally, yeah. We, like, one of the Sundays when they weren't filming and we weren't being, like, directly supervised, we, like, went down and we found this super creepy, like, pool in the basement, and there was literally, like, so many rats. Like,
no!
And they were huge. They were, like, this big. Like, we were literally living in, like, a rat-infested, no indoor plumbing. We didn't have access to a real kitchen. Like, there was a fridge that they put snacks and stuff in, but every meal was catered. So I was super miserable because they literally catered Mediterranean food almost every day. Like, how much fucking
that
hummus
every day?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm from upstate New York. I want fucking pizza or pasta or burgers or, like, American food. I don't know. Like, I've not eaten hummus since King of the Nerds because we had hummus so much.
Not every single day, like maybe once in a little while, but
no,
it was like
I'm not exaggerating. At least 3 times a week they catered Mediterranean food.
That would not be okay with me.
Breakfast was always super weird too. Like, we couldn't just have fucking like cereal and coffee. It was always like catered breakfast burritos and like food truck food. Like, how much food truck food can you eat before you start losing your mind?
Yeah.
For me, not much. I was losing it pretty quick into the jump. Like, it was very weird. And then, like, one time, the codes inspector came in and said it wasn't fit for human living. So they made us stay in a hotel for, like, 3 days while they brought one of the toilets up to code so that we had one toilet working in the house.
Oh, man. One toilet for all those people.
Well, and you're talking about, you know, you have 12 people in the cast, but then there's also, like, the whole crew, which there's, like, 40 of. It was awful. It was really bad.
That one toilet for like 40 people?
Yeah, unless you want to go outside and use the porta potties, which, P.S., the entire time that you're literally pooping, you have a mic on. You're never allowed, they leave the mics, like, on you at all times.
Hear all the grunting. Better eat a lot of fiber up in that house.
No, we were only eating motherfucking hummus. And then, like, I'm on TV, and by the end, I was just over it. Like, I don't know how much anybody could tell. I threatened to quit once. Like, when I say I threatened to quit, I mean I physically took my own microphone equipment off, set it on a table, and then locked myself in a room and said I wouldn't come out until they produced a plane ticket. Like, I was over it.
Did they get you to stay because of your dad?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Because we had like days off when I was on the show, and on the days off we would do different things. Like sometimes we would maybe go to the movies or the mall, and it was very babysat. Like there would always be like one person on the production crew per like 2 or 3 people to make sure we weren't calling anybody or like revealing any secrets or whatever. And one of the days they decided a good idea would be to take us like up to this crazy mountain and go hiking. But I'm like absolutely terrified of heights. Like not like, oh, I'm afraid of heights. Like sobbing driving up the mountain. Like I was hyperventilating, and then the air is thinner, so then I was like panicking because I felt like I couldn't breathe, and then I'm hyperventilating, and then everybody's like thinking I'm being overdramatic and like not giving a fuck, and there's no actual crew around. It was only like 2 people from the crew, so they didn't care. They have no supervision of like what I'm doing. And like we were literally on like they don't have mountains like that around here. Like it was like a cliff. It was not okay. I hated it so much. And we drove all the way up, and the whole time I'm like, why do we have to, like, I said I was afraid of heights before we came to this show, and this isn't even like drama for the camera. Like there's no cameras. I don't fucking want to do this. Like I am an adult and I should have like say over
why didn't they let you stay at the house or
I don't
something?
know.
Like, why didn't they?
That was the day I threatened to quit, though. I was like, I'm fucking done with this. I'm fucking done eating hummus. I'm done. They didn't turn the lights off at night. So
you actually have a phobia of heights, and they forced you to get in a car and go up this damn mountain. That's terrible, man.
But I mean, there was like no guardrails, and it was like the type of thing where if that car fell off the canyon, like they're not recovering it.
Oh, wonderful!
It was horrifying. It was like I can't even like talk about it without getting worked up, because it was like the most terrifying thing that ever happened to me in my life. And so when we got back, I was literally like, I'm done with fucking hummus. I'm done with your stupid tongue-in-cheek jokes about like things that genuinely interest me. I'm done with you pitting me against people that like I actually like. I'm done with your stupid competition. I'm done with you manipulating my emotions. I'm done with you taking me up on top of a fucking mountain on my day off. P.S. You woke me up at 7 o'clock in the morning to do this after keeping me up until 3:30 for interviews. This was every night was like 3 hours of sleep. Every night was like 2-3 hours of sleep.
That's terrible. King of the Nerds, the people who are asking what show she was on.
It got canceled.
Good. What was even more hilarious is that I'm pretty sure that they knew that I was your friend, and for season 2, they contacted me and was like, "Do you want to be on the show?" They
went through like everybody I followed on Twitter and were like, "Oh, are you Danielle's friend? Do you want to be on this show?"
I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you like?" She's like my best friend. Like, I'm not gonna be on your stupid show.
And like then like after I was like locked in a bathroom threatening to quit, they were like, oh, well, you should really stay on because you could be such an inspiration to people who are in a situation like yours, like really doing whatever it takes to like help your family. And then they edited out my dad completely from the show.
Didn't even mention him at all. It just made me look
crazy. They just made me look absolutely insane. So
and it was very frustrating to watch. Yep. Because I'm like, my boo is not like that, okay? Like, I don't know what kind of edits they made, but this is not okay.
And it was like, anytime they showed me doing anything nice, they made it seem like I was, like, pandering or something. Like, I don't know, like when we did the teams, they did it dodgeball style, which I thought was crazy, like King of the Nerds, and then it starts out being like a popularity contest. And the girl who didn't get picked, I felt so bad, and like I was just like gave her a hug, and I was like talking later in interviews, and they're like, did you do that for any particular reason? I'm like, I don't know, that's what I would want if I was that person, and like, who knows, maybe I'll get some karma points. And they literally just made it seem like I was hugging her to pretend to be nice. I don't fucking know. I'm like still friends with Alana, like, bitches.
Yeah, you're friends with her on Facebook.
She lives like 20 minutes away.
Little picture. Girl.
Yeah.
I did not like the way they portrayed you. Okay, I'm just saying.
It was just weird.
We'll punch him.
Yeah. It was just weird because none of the guys got like a particularly bad edit. Like watching it back, I felt like all the guys were edited very accurately. But then like Alana and I were both edited to look insane. I don't know. It was weird.
Aw, Code Red just subscribed to you.
Oh, thanks.
Now you got all of my boo's amazing emotes.
Thanks. Oh my gosh, my emotes. I wanted to change them the other day, but because I haven't like seriously streamed in like ever, I can't change them because I have less subscribers now than when I had when I made them.
What?
So I can't change them because I would only be eligible for like 4 or 5, and I have like 8 or 9 right now, so I was like, whatever. Anyways, other than real life, I don't know how we got on this whole crazy subject.
I don't even know either. St. Jude, I am so excited, boo. I cannot wait to go and hang out with you and see your gorgeous face again.
I can't wait to see you.
And it's really an amazing experience to go in and see all the kids and get to interact with them and experience that. And I'm just really looking forward to it. If you guys don't know, are we gonna have our Derp squad again this year? Yeah, we're gonna have a team again this year, so we're gonna be supporting St. Jude. I'm not sure when they're gonna have us be streaming for it.
Yeah, I don't know when the streaming. We're going out in April though to like actually be there. Maybe this year I'll fucking vlog it. Who knows?
Yeah,
I'm really bad at vlogging in like public situations.
I'll remind you. I'll be like,
it's not that I forget. It's not that I forget. It's that I feel like self-centered. Like I'm very like I don't like to be the center of attention. I feel like when you're talking to a camera, it makes people like look at you and like I don't know.
Yeah. We're like, what is that girl doing? Why is she doing that with your camera?
It makes me self-conscious.
I could always have the camera and just have it on you, though. And then that way you're not just standing there with a camera talking to her. I'd be like, yeah.
Thanks, boo. That's a real sacrifice you're making for me. So anyway, St. Jude's coming up. We're real excited about it. What else is going on? Oh, the 25th anniversary of Blizzard is Tuesday. So I have a huge video coming out to celebrate that, pending I ever have time to do anything, which I don't. I've also been planning my life out with a bullet journal. Did you see it?
I haven't actually seen it.
I just
dropped super organized. Oh my gosh, a little fox on there. It's so cute.
And then like made like my little first page.
Oh, I love the handwriting.
Oh, thanks.
But it's super cute though.
And then I did
wish it was as organized as you are.
I did like that kind of thing. And then I did like a month.
Oh,
like
that is really neat.
And then this is like what my daily stuff looks like.
Look how much stuff you have for every day. Mine be like stream, hang out with Abigail, day done.
No, and I never get anything done either. It's the worst thing. Like it's like half of my tasks get rescheduled to the next day. I have so much to do this next couple days. Like I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. What else is going on? I'm bringing Tychus to training classes.
It's that is super exciting in my opinion.
Well, he's naughty. He needs guidance.
I think he'll enjoy that. Like, isn't he a pretty smart dog?
No, he's
like,
retarded. No, he's so dumb. You're really confused.
No? I thought
I've been trying to teach him how to shake for 5 years. Like really stupid dog. I'm sorry that you think he's smart, but he's not.
No. But I don't know. Maybe he'll just enjoy because you're going to be doing it with him, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure he'll have a blast, or he'll be terrified. One of the two. He's really dumb. So we'll see how that goes. Updates pending.
I think it'll benefit him for sure.
Yeah, at least I can say I tried.
Yeah, you're a really good pet owner.
Aw, thanks.
You go the extra mile, boo.
I always say that I'm a terrible pet owner because I feel like people who are good pet owners like have crazy well-trained dogs and like I don't know.
No, it's what you do for your animals that make you a good pet owner.
Well, I don't beat him, so I've got that going for me.
I don't beat my dogs, so there's that.
So, oh God.
No, you're a great pet owner, Bo.
Oh, thanks. You're a great
Your
mom.
your cats like have so many cool things. Like you're always posting all these different cool things for your cats.
Leroy's drinking out of his fountain right now.
I want to get a fountain, but Joel won't let me get one.
Why?
Like
It's
Buttercup
really good
loves.
for cats.
Yeah, he thinks that she would just stick her paws in it and make it all like mudded up and destroy it. But
Well, the one that I got, they can't really do that because there's no like pool of water anywhere. It's just the one I got is specifically like a flowing stream. So there's not really anything for them to stick their paws in. But Leroy's drinking out of it right now.
oh, he's like, yes, Mom.
He's on steroids for like ever. So he's always super thirsty. So, and he loves it when he like you turn the sink on or something.
Yeah.
So I got it for him. It's a flower.
See, good pet owner right there.
Leroy. What are you doing, BB? Huh? You being orange? Just being orange. Twitter questions. The Will of Raven asks, what motivates you? Come here. You really?
Oh, what? Oh, so okay,
Yeah,
what
motivates
motivates
you?
me? To do like what? Like anything
in
in
life,
life?
like in YouTube or.
I think that Abigail motivates me the most because if I try to do anything in life, it's usually like I always and I think that most parents would always put their kid first. So if I try to accomplish something in life, I'm always thinking of Abigail. I'm like, how will this affect her? Will it be good for her? And if it does, if it is a positive thing in her life, it makes me strive for it that much more because I want to give her a good life.
Aww.
So it's my babyless. What about you, Boo?
Money.
Cash money.
Fuck it, just get money. I'm not gonna lie, like, money is a very big motivation in my life, and my, like, wanting to do things. But I think that, like, being organized and planning to do things really helps me stay motivated, because otherwise I'm the type of person that gets overwhelmed, like, oh, I have too much to do, like, this is so stressful kind of thing. Whereas if I actually plan it out and, like, I'm allotting myself certain tasks every day, I feel less overwhelmed and I actually get more accomplished. So that's a thing that definitely motivates me, just like setting specific goals for myself.
Yeah.
And did I say money?
Well, money does. It makes it's you need money for everything in life. So it's definitely a huge motivator.
Well, it's unfortunate because we live in a society where money really dictates success. So like in order to really be successful, you can't really like not be making any money.
Yeah, that's very true.
So,
I agree with you, Boo.
and it's funny because I'm not a very big YouTuber. I just got done saying that. Like I don't consider myself to be a big YouTuber by any means, but Chiib can attest. I have figured out the system.
Yeah, she is very good. She is very business oriented. Like I wish I had your mindset. Like I am just in awe of your business skills. For sure.
Like I might not get the most views or have the most subscribers, but like man, I have gotten making the most of what I do have down to a science.
Yeah, you're very business savvy. That is for sure, girl.
What she means to say is I'm really good at sounding like I'm more important than I am.
No.
So I don't know. I really feel like it's funny because I don't even really spend money. You know, you probably don't believe that, but like a lot of the stuff that I have was like free. I really don't spend a lot of money, and my big proud thing right now is that like I have 5 figures in my savings account.
That's awesome.
I mean, granted, I'm gonna pay my taxes here in like a month, and I'm not gonna have any money, but the fact that I saved that up made me feel really good about myself. Yeah. Like.
That is a huge accomplishment.
Because it's like self-control too, and I came from like poor parents that clearly don't know how to save money. Like you can't like save money if you're like not making any money. You know what I mean? And like when you come, like there's like a lot of articles. Oh, when you come, I'm blushing. Sorry about that. Sorry. Back to our regularly scheduled program. When you come from like parents who like don't have a lot of money, like it's statistical that like you're going to be bad with money because like, you know, if you come from a family that's like lower income, like when you get your tax returns, you buy things, and when you have any money, you buy things, and like saving and investing and like learning how to make your money work for you isn't really a thing that you really learn how to do. And I didn't go to college for business or anything. Like everything that I've learned is self-taught and things I've figured out on my own or things that I've like picked up and tweaked from other people who are in similar fields to me. Oh, of course that. Someone asked me if I would say I was fortunate to be able to work with something I enjoy. Like, of course. I feel very fortunate. It's weird because I'm a mopey. Like, I feel like my default personality is actually very mopey. Like, I have to try very hard to like be positive and be optimistic because I feel like I am naturally like a real Debbie Downer. Like I get all depressed because like I mean I don't want to get like dark here, but like I don't have parents. Like I mean that sounds like so melodramatic to say, but like I haven't spoken to my mother face to face in 8 years. I haven't seen my mother face to face in 8 years, and my dad died, and like I moved far away from like the rest of my family, so I'm like very isolated. And like I'm trying really hard to make friends, but it's difficult when you don't go to school or like have a job. Like how do you meet people? And
like,
so
how do
like
you even?
Yeah, so and I've gotten lucky because I have met a couple really cool people here, but it's really hard for me to like socialize and go out and see people. It's just not a skill that I really have. So it's like my default personality tends to be mopey. I get a little depressed. Like, oh, I have these friends and they live so far away, and all I do is work, and I live at work, and then I clean my work, and like I just work. And so I feel like I really have to work very hard to like stay motivated and to not be one of those people that just stays in bed all day every day. Like it's not that I'm like depressed, because I would consider depression as someone who has like a chemical imbalance, somebody who's, you know, sad when they really shouldn't be sad. I feel like I've got a lot of like life that just dumps on me, and I try really, really, really fucking hard to not let that affect me on a day-to-day basis, and I don't always do a good job, but I try. I mean, I try my best, and I try to like pass on what I learned about dealing with situations onto other people. It's why like a lot of people ask me why I didn't take time off when my dad died. I think it's important for people to know that like you can get through it. Like, when you have someone that close to you pass away, like, it's devastating. It's not like my grandpa died when I was younger, and I'm not saying it wasn't sad, but, like,
when it's, like, your parents.
Like a parent or a sibling or someone that's literally been with you your whole life. I mean, it's like you have to learn how to live all over again. It's like you have to learn how to, it's traumatizing. And, like, I felt like it was really important for me to not sit around and mope and cry, and like I needed to start getting on with my life as soon as possible, because I mean no one is gonna want you to sit around and mope. Like that's not helpful in any situation. Not that you shouldn't feel feelings and you shouldn't grieve, but like I didn't take time off when my dad died because I felt like it was really important to like live my life still.
Well, and I think it also helps to keep your mind on something else instead of just sitting there, because then you think of everything and you're just upset. And if you have something that you can like dive into and just keep your mind preoccupied, then you won't just sit there and cry all day, you know?
Yeah, and that's why like the St. Jude thing is so important to me, because my dad passed away the day before. No, 2 days before the St. Jude event started the first year. So, like, I felt like it was really extra important at that time because, I mean, all the families that we're raising money for are, like, going through that right now. And, like, who knows? The money that we make could, like, prevent someone from having to deal with a loss. So I just feel like it's really important. This got dark. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Next question. How many cats is too many cats? Which was from AJ 9 Lives. Too many cats.
Is that possible?
Like, I would agree. I think if you're not taking care of them, I don't really think it's necessarily a number, but if you can't afford veterinary care for all of your animals, then you have too many.
Yeah.
I would say that's really, like, I would say cats you could definitely have more of than dogs, and it not, like I feel like you'd have to be a very special person to have a lot of dogs, because dogs require a lot more from you
they
than a cat
require
does.
a lot of attention, and you have to, if you're really good, you'll go out and take your dogs on walks and exercise them. If they have all this pent up energy, then it's not good for your dog.
No.
You can't just
Or your personal stress level.
Yeah, true. Very true. So, I don't know. I think cats are definitely easier to have because they don't require as much. Like you're not going to take your cat out for a walk, you know.
No,
like
your cat and your cats. Most cats
and
are pretty cool, like fending for themselves. Cats are like interactable decor. I don't know. They're the best. I fucking love cats so much. Like, Leroy sits right here, like, all the time. I know he's not here right now, but, like, this is his jam right here. And he just, like, sits with me and hangs out. And, like, I don't know. Like, all my cats are, like, I feel like I'm a really good cat owner and, like, not as good of a dog owner. Because I feel like dogs require so much more of you that I don't give them. Poor guys. I mean, Violet's, like, 13. She doesn't give a shit. But, like, Tychus. But that's why I'm taking Tychus to obedience classes. It's not really so that he'll behave. It's so that, you know, we form a better bond. And, like, I understand him more and he understands me more. And maybe he learns how to shake.
And that after 5 years. I could not believe it when you said that.
Like, you're like, isn't he smart? I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's like shockingly dumb. It's why because we have an invisible fence, which I know a lot of people like to say is mean. I don't think it's mean at all, but that's just me. But it's why the invisible fence works, because Tychus is so stupid that, like, he got shocked one time and now he correlates the beep with the shock. Doesn't matter. And, like, he knows where the boundary is, so he doesn't even go where it beeps. Like, he doesn't think, like, oh, I don't have my collar on, so I can run. Like, he just doesn't go anywhere near the boundaries. He knows where the boundaries are. He doesn't go near them. He doesn't want to get fucking shocked, okay? Like, he only got, I don't know, like, he's the perfect amount of stupid for that to work flawlessly. Like, smarter dogs, you know, they maybe think, like, oh, I can run through it, or, like, if I'm not wearing my collar, it's the collar. You know what I mean? But, like, no, Tychus only needed to get zapped one single time and has never tested the boundaries again.
Nope,
he knows where the boundaries are, and he doesn't. And it's funny because he's gotten a lot better. Like, when he's in his yard, he also feels safe that nothing is going to come in the yard. So he used to always bark at the neighbors, but now he doesn't because he's like, oh, they're not going to dare come in here. They'll get shocked. Like,
they'll get shocked. They're not going to step foot in this area.
So, yeah. I don't know how you deal. You have a freaking border collie. They're nuts.
Oh my god, they are. And my husky is actually not very, like, he's mixed. I don't know
Duncan
what he's
is
mixed
like
with.
8. Okay, number one. He's not.
So he's
not a spring chicken.
He's not as active as Lulu is, but my gosh, if she does not get to go outside and play and burn off energy, she is just a little terror. So she, you know, you got to take that extra step with dogs. Like, if they don't get that energy burn off, like, and they can become obsessive, like, especially with border collies and, like, very high energy breeds, like, they can start chasing their tail around if they have too much pin up energy, and it can become like an obsessive behavior. Well, they'll just do it for hours. Yeah. So, like, it just, you got to burn off that energy, man.
Tychus is part Jack Russell and part Shih Tzu, and he has all the worst aspects of both of those breeds. Like, he's dumb like a Shih Tzu, but stubborn like a Jack Russell. He like is super lazy like a Shih Tzu, but then he has like these bursts of like anxious energy like a Jack Russell. He like digs, but then he's afraid of everything. I don't know. He's a bizarre little dog. He's a bizarre little dog.
He's just a bizarre little
But I'm super
guy.
excited. The trainer that I got, I did a bunch of research, and he's like been a dog trainer since 1986. Only uses positive reinforcement techniques, and he specializes, like, I mean, he does regular classes, which is what I'm taking Tychus to, but he's one of the only trainers I could find in the area who would work with aggressive dogs. So if you have a dog that's bitten someone or gotten in a fight with another dog, he will come to your house and help you deal with that situation, which made me feel really good because, like, Tychus, obviously, like, I used to have another dog, Stanley, who lives with my sister now, because Tychus kept beating him up. Stanley is a pit bull. Let that sink in for a second. But, like, I literally had to rehome one of my dogs because Tychus, like, decided that they couldn't be friends anymore. And, like, it wasn't really a problem until Stanley fought back one time. Yeah. Which I don't blame Stanley. It wasn't Stanley's fault. Yeah. Do you remember that? It was, like, when I was at your house. Like, that was the first time they ever fought. Like, it was awful. It was so bad. And, like...
he had to go to the vet.
The emergency vet, yeah, because Tychus had this huge abscess. Like, the person who was watching him didn't... Because he's, like, kind of furry, and they don't know him that well. So, like, when he got bit, they didn't notice that, like, he had this crazy abscess on, like, his shoulder. It was so bad. But
I don't blame him either. Like, you can only take so much.
Yeah, like, how much is Stanley supposed to take before he just, like... gives it back. Like, I don't blame him, but so he lives with Erica now. Where he's like spoiled rotten. Erica calls me the other day. She's like, I think Stanley's developing a cataract. Do you think I can get him cataract surgery? It's like, I mean, like, maybe. So obviously he's in really good hands. And, like, Tychus has been a lot better since we don't have Stanley anymore, because I feel like maybe it was a competition thing that we didn't know was going on. But I'm really excited about the trainer because the trainer is very knowledgeable. He only uses positive reinforcement. He's also certified to do canine good citizenship, so he deals with very advanced obedience.
That is so cool.
Another reason that I chose him is because I've always been interested in possibly doing agility with Tychus, and he has an indoor agility course. You have to go through his beginner's course before you can take the agility course, but, like, maybe that would be something that Tychus could be, like, good at and get his energy out and then not be such an asshole all the time.
That would be so fun to have him run on the little agility course.
Yeah, he's probably going to be super stupid, though, and, like, like, poop
like,
on the
no,
teeter-totter.
Tychus, go through the hole.
I don't know. He's so dumb. So, anyways, the next question is, are you both going to be doing the annual St. Jude's event this year? Is there a date? Yes, and the date is in April. Sometime. We don't know when the actual stream will start. But if you would like to submit a question for our next Derpcast, which will be March 1st at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, you can tweet with hashtag DerpcastQNA, and that's the letter N. And I took a couple questions from, like, a while ago, too, because I only picked, like, 3 to 5. So feel free to do that whenever, if you feel like it. And then this is everybody's favorite part of the show. Before we go, I have some Would You Rather questions.
Would you rather?
A lot of them are terrible, just so you know. So the first question, Chiib, is would you rather be able to fly, but only if you were completely naked during flight, or would you rather be able to read people's minds, but they know you're reading their minds?
I think, okay, first of all, I don't think I'd want to know what's on people's minds.
Oh, God, like, me either. I'm so glad you said that. Like, it always shocks me when people choose mind-reading things because, like, I think gross shit all the time. Like, all
and it's not like
the time. It's not voluntary.
Yeah, it's not voluntary. And also, like, if you're, like, mad at someone, you could think something that you don't necessarily, like, it could be, like, a spur-of-the-moment thing, like, oh, like, I hate you or something, but you don't actually hate that person, you know?
Oh, my God, you went to a really cute emotional place with that. I went to, like, okay, so my default, like, coping mechanism with being intimidated by people is to picture them having diarrhea. Because then it's like, okay, you have lava poos just like everybody else, right? Like, so, like, could you imagine if someone was reading my mind and I was thinking about them having lava poos?
Oh my god.
That would be so awkward to explain.
So awkward.
It's like, no, I really respect you.
No, I do. It's just, I'm trying to make sure that, you know, I'm not afraid of talking to you, and then just lava poos, you know?
So, TLDR, I would take the naked flight.
I would too.
I would probably just take off and land in, I didn't even think of that. I would just take off and land in private places.
Yeah, girls, see, we could totally get around that.
We could make this work. What if it was cold up there, though?
That would not be pleasant.
It would be awful. So I'd probably just be pick flying, but then not use it. Only use it in emergencies.
Like, if you're naked, though, like, could you paint yourself? Like, technically, you're naked. You just have paint on you, right?
Like, I don't really care about it all hanging out. I more so care about my personal comfort. Like, what if you ran into bugs and then you had dead bugs stuck on your naked carcass?
Oh, I'm just thinking of bugs like hitting a windshield.
Yeah, but on your body.
All over you.
So
Ew,
gross. So anyways, I think I had a dream that I was flying the other day. Did I tell you that?
No.
Like me, just like floating around, but it was very like oddly natural. It wasn't like Superman like. It was just like, whoo, ha. And I was super pissed because Nick woke me up. He woke me up and I was like, you motherfucker. He was like, oh my God, what's wrong? And I was like, I was dreaming about fucking flying and it was amazing.
God, read my mind next time, okay?
God. Jeez. Okay, so would you rather have to scream everything that you say to the top of your lungs or put 100% physical intensity into every move that you make?
Like, you're like,
yes.
I'm not a very loud person. I'm not sure if I could scream and like how much would that scare my kid?
And no, once again, I go to a gross sexual place with this. Like, what do you mean 100% physical exertion at all times? Like, what does that mean in a sex situation? Or, alternatively, if you have to scream everything to the top of your lungs, what does that mean in a sex situation? Like, these are both... like, these are both horrific situations. Like, I can't.
Everybody would know everything that you're doing all the time, even when you're pooping.
So, like, these are both terrible. I would choose scream everything to the top of your lungs. I feel like it'd be exhausting to do everything at 100% physical exertion.
You'd lose your voice eventually, and then you couldn't scream anymore. There we go.
Maybe I wouldn't talk, and I would, like, communicate through American Sign Language.
Ah, see? There we go. There we go. I would choose the same thing. I like the path you're going down.
All right. Would you... Oh, my God. This is my favorite one. This is the most fucked up question, and I'm not sorry. Would you rather have your significant other become 3% more like a goat every year or wake up tomorrow and realize that you've been a goat all along?
I'm not... Okay, let's just... I don't think I could be with a goat.
Apparently Joel could!
Okay, I couldn't even imagine Joel as a goat. Like, it'd be just a very weird situation. I'd rather make him feel weird and be a goat myself.
The whole time. Would that make your babies
I would have
little,
to be
like,
the goat.
half goats?
Huh?
Would that make your babies little half goats, like little dryad
They
babies? Little nymphs?
Goats. They'd be like, mama. I'd be okay with that.
I would also choose to be a goat the whole time because I've clearly, like, tricked everyone into thinking that's totally okay. Like, I have lived my life thus far as a goat, and, like, I've been making money. I've been doing gerbs. I got married despite being a goat, so I would definitely choose to be a goat. But, like, I also love the idea of 3% more goat-like every year. Like, how does that start? Do they just start by, like, chewing on your pant leg when you're not looking?
Where did my shirt go? I love that shirt.
I love that shirt. So that was pretty great. All right. So would you rather be a human that has to eat dog food for the rest of your life or be a dog that got to eat only human food for the rest of its life?
Well, I don't even know where to start. I like being a human. But a dog's life is, I mean, if you have a good owner.
If you're getting all people food, I would imagine you have a pretty good owner. So,
but then again, dogs only live like 15, 20 years.
They don't know that. They don't know that.
That's true.
Like, dogs are oblivious to all the things that are stressful about being a person.
That's true.
I would 100% choose the dog that got to eat
just
people
dogging
food.
it up.
Yeah,
100%.
for sure. If I could just be a dog that ate dog food, I think I would still choose dog.
Really?
I would much rather be a cat or a dog than a person.
Well, it is pretty stressful being a person, that's for sure. I don't know, man. I don't know what I choose. I'm not even sure. I can't. I can't
You
choose.
have to choose.
I have to choose.
You have to choose.
I would choose. I guess I'd be a dog. I'd be
Really?
the
See,
best
because as a person,
companion
I've seen you
ever
eat
to-
dog food.
Huh. Well, that was cat food, technically. And it actually wasn't that bad. But for the rest of my life, I could be like the best companion dog ever to Abigail. I'd be like having her on my back, taking her on all different types of rides and stuff. I'd be a good dog, I think.
I would also be a dog. All right. Would you rather not need to eat or not need to sleep?
I'd rather not be able to, like, I'd rather not have to sleep.
Oh, me too.
Because in that way you could get so much done.
The idea of not
Like-
being tired is like fantastic to me.
Because I'm tired like all the time,
I'm
man.
also
I'm
tired
so
all the time.
exhausted. So that would be like an amazing thing in my life.
Yeah. You could get so much more done. Like sleeping is such a waste of time, and then like food is delicious. Like I don't want to give up food. Like I would eat food even if I wasn't hungry. I do that all the fucking time. Okay, so this is a good one. Here's another good one. Would you rather talk in the third person like Elmo or talk normally but your voice sounds exactly like Elmo's?
Oh my gosh. I don't think I could handle having an Elmo voice all the time. Like I don't think I could do that. And especially think of the weird situations that Elmo's voice would just not be okay. Like
Think about the weird situations where talking about yourself in the third person would just not be okay.
yeah, but I mean, I'm surprised your mind hasn't gone there yet.
It has.
Like-
It has. And I can't imagine. All right, stream. If there's young ears out there, earmuffs. But I can't imagine saying things like, fuck Danielle harder would like really be good in
What
a
in
situation.
an Elmo voice, Danielle? Like, how awkward would that be?
I mean, they knew what they were getting into when they signed up. You always had an Elmo voice.
They knew. They're gonna have an Elmo fetish.
I mean, you could really be someone's dream monster.
Oh, yeah. Well, you are really adorable, and Elmo's voice is pretty cutesy. So you just be like this cutesy Elmo adorable.
I think this would be another situation where I might just choose to be a mute. American Sign Language.
Either one is fine. I'll just go the mute route. Okay.
Like, whatever. They both seem pretty bad. All right, last one is actually a good one.
Okay.
It's a really good one. I don't know if you saw it or not, but would you rather be a Force user or a Pokemon trainer?
Oh my gosh. That's not even a question because I was so obsessed with Pokemon back in the day. Like I've always been obsessed with collecting them all. So if I could be a Pokemon trainer, I would definitely take that option.
I would be a Force user. No question. Like, all right, Pokemon are great and all, but like that's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
could you imagine
that's
just
true.
busting out some Force shit and people don't see it coming? Plus, we go full circle right now, then Kylo Ren and I could be together.
True. I see your motive now, Boo. I see your motive.
It's so funny because when I said that, there were all these comments that are like, I also find Adam Driver awkwardly attractive. I can't explain it either. It's not just me. It's not just me.
I cannot explain this field.
I would definitely choose to be a Force user, but I understand choosing to be a Pokemon trainer entirely. I get it.
I like your questions, Boo.
So, that's it. We went way over time. Like, we literally have been talking for like 2 hours. So we're going to wrap it up because I have a raid in like 20 minutes. I bet Nick didn't order dinner because that's my life. Maybe he did. Maybe that's it arriving now. So we are going to go. The next Derpcast is Tuesday, March 1st at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So we hope that you will join us. If you have any questions that you would like to ask us to be answered on the show, you can tweet using hashtag DerpcastQNA. That's the letter N. And that's it.
Yeah. You should tell people where they can find you and stuff. And
my internets are TradeChat.
All of them. All of the internets are TradeChat. If you guys are new to us, you can find her. She does a lot of YouTube stuff, TradeChat. All of her videos, in my opinion, are amazing. And if you want to find me, I am everything is IamChiib. We pretty much just made everything super simple by keeping
It's true.
everything the same.
Also, good news. Nick texted me and said the pizza's going to be here any minute.
Oh my goodness, Boo. that is amazing.
So great. So we are going to go. Please subscribe to Chiib on Twitch. I mean, you're welcome to sub me if you want to, but you certainly don't have to. But Chiib streams a lot more than I do, so if you want to watch her beautiful face streaming the games, go check her out, her IamChiibness. I tried.
I'm sorry.
Now I'm just thinking about pizza. One track mind. If you missed any of Derpcast, I will be uploading this probably on Friday on my YouTube channel, so you can check it out there. I'm going to go. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You too, Chiib. Bye. 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 Bye.